I don't want for people to see this as a sociological phenomenon. This needs to be treated as individual cases. We as women are the backbone, we are the structure of the family. We sustain life, we give life, we are sacred. My experience with violence has been sexual, psychological, physical, and verbal abuse, just as much as the lineage of women that came before me. That trauma is also embedded on my DNA and in my spirit. And not only that, all the missing and murdered indigenous women, men, boys, girls, and two-spirit people, that also affects our communities and is passed down to all of us. We are here to do the work. We are here to heal. Because we might know pain, but we know resilience by name. We definitely need more representation in the Congress, because the lack of representation there is definitely contributing to the erasure of Native women in our entire communities. I think that to start minimizing this, a good thing to do would be restoring the tribal jurisdiction, and they can handle the cases on the tribal level. They need to allocate services for the victims, and they also need to give us better access to criminal databases. They need to listen to the drumbeat and start taking action. The government, the authorities have the responsibility to help us, to protect us.
Why do you think that the missing and murdered Indigenous people is not a mainstream issue?
Because of the imperialist system that rules us, because of racism, because we do not matter to their eyes, or we are still here.
Thank you.
We must remember the Indigenous people who are murdered at rates 10 times higher than all other ethnicities. Murder is the third leading cause of death for Indigenous women. More than 4 to 5 Indigenous women have experienced violence, which is 1.7 times more likely than white women. These are inexcusable statistics. Still, nothing has been done. Indigenous people should not have to plead for some acknowledgement. Their lives should be held just as highly as that of white people. Action needs to be taken. Racism needs to be unlearned. Lives are on the line.
Oh my God. This is, wow. I wanted to thank all the people that worked on this. This was a very emotional film to make. It was very, very personal, and I want to thank my mother the most beautiful, courageous, and resilient women that I know for willing to be on this project and being vulnerable and educating everyone on this topic that so desperately needs to be covered. And everyone who edited and spoke, it was a beautiful thing to be a part of. Thank you. Thank you.
Next up, announcing the Don Valadez Award for documentaries. Can I have a drum roll, actually? I want some excitement. Who just booed? Kick him out of here. Get him out. Sofia Tavares.
Hi, I'm Sofia Tavares, and the nominees for the Don Valadez Award for Documentary are Homelessness in America, Illustrated by Alana Parks, Artie Hanna, and Aaliyah Crowell. The Past and Future of Psychedelics by Alden Weiser and Kay Ishner. The Eating Disorder Experience by Rosa Maria Alvarez. And the winner is Alana Parks, Artie Hanna, and Aaliyah Crowell, Homelessness in America, Illustrated.
This is Ron. Suppose that they are disabled and cannot walk without a cane. They were just laid off from their job as a cashier, and they can't find a new job in time to pay their rent. So, they are evicted. With nowhere to run, Ron is now homeless.
Well, what's stopping Ron from getting a job? You'd be surprised.
Once someone is homeless, it is incredibly difficult to find a job. Jobs can require a permanent address. Barriers can also include gaps in work history, mental health issues, substance abuse, and criminal history. Problems that can stick around even after getting stable again. Jobs can also require you to shower daily, look clean, which you need a home for.
Some people just give up looking for a job and get rejected so much. So Ron's in like this circle. They needed money to get a job and a job to get money.
Yeah. Now, let's again suppose that Ron has found a job while still homeless. Ron's a minority, given the employment restrictions and working conditions so commonly found with homeless people. Ron might only be able to get temp work with inconsistent pay. There might be transportation issues. Again, the situation of needing money to get work. And for Ron, work might be especially hard. They may be restricted to lower paying or physically demanding jobs, which is difficult because of their disability. In general, the homeless population outnumbers the shelter's capacity by far. In most cities in the US, there's space for less than 25% of the homeless people living in that city. In some cities, there's room for less than 5%. For instance, Oakland has about 460 homeless shelters and 3,300 unsheltered homeless people. And in Los Angeles, there's about 17,000 homeless people living in shelters versus a homeless population of 63,000.
Plus, they're super regulated. Some of them have such strict requirements that they don't even fill up all the beds they have.
Disability accommodations suck, they don't allow pets, and families are often split up by gender and age, which stops them from staying in the same shelter.
Okay, but say Ron gets in sometimes, they'd have a shelter to sleep in a few nights a week, right?
Well, yeah, but even then they'd probably still be miserable.
Most of the time, shelters are incredibly dirty and infested with bugs and rodents. It's like a prison.
There's even been a case of the lack of ventilation in a shelter causing death from the heat. They're way too overcrowded because they have to fit as many people in as possible, even if it's not enough for everybody. That can spread diseases super quickly in such close quarters.
Things that also happen in shelters are theft, drug use, possession of weapons, and even murder between shelter clients.
Shelters suck. Why do they even exist if they're so terrible?
Well, they have good intentions but are often underfunded, either by the government or because they're a charity organization, running on a limited amount of donations, and the people working there tend to be volunteers, who are untrained and unequipped to deal with things like mental illness, theft, and violence.
Also, Ron might have to get in line for the shelter at a time that conflicts with their working hours.
Well, isn't there some other help Ron can get? Like a accessibility program of some kind?
There are programs to combat homelessness, like California's Housing First Act, but like many programs, it lacked a strong direction and wasn't very successful.
The best possible response to homelessness would actually be better prevention. Prevention, namely in the form of financial aid, would help incredibly with homelessness.
So what can we do about it?
One way we could potentially decrease homelessness is to pass new laws directed toward employment and housing security. Look at this.
The inability of people to afford housing is the major driver of homelessness.
Also,
the backdrop to the issue of homelessness is that our nation is facing an affordable housing crisis. Not one state in our country has an adequate supply of affordable rental housing for the lowest income renters. In fact, for the 1.8 million families with extremely low incomes in the United States, there is a shortage of more than 7 million affordable homes.
We all remember the New Deal, a series of programs set by FDR aiming to reduce poverty after the Great Depression. We could push for a New Deal, one containing programs that help with the factors affecting our homeless population right now. For example, one that works on unemployment.
Almost half of homelessness is caused by unemployment, and being unemployed is keeping people like Ron homeless. A way to combat this is for the government to indiscriminately and directly hire the homeless.
Shelters could also be contracted by the government, and then that shelter would be run for profit.
But isn't for profit bad? All the shelter would care about is money, and then the clients wouldn't get as good care.
That is a misconception. Profit, opposed to non-profit, means that money would be the main motivator to run the shelter, and run it well. And people generally really love money.
And running a shelter for profit means they'd be regulated sort of like restaurants, with health and safety inspections that keep these shelters in check. Shelters could be accessible and safe places for people to stay.
Okay, that's really cool. What else could we do?
Our personal favorite of our ideas is simply raise the tax return rate on donations to charities, in this case specifically to charities that run homeless shelters.
It's not as detailed or complex as the other ideas, but they'll be funded likely by companies with the benefit of tax write-offs, and the shelters can use that money toward helping the homeless get jobs, quality meals, and a clean and safe environment in their homeless shelters.
Man, it sure is great to be back as your president, Artie Hanna. I have not been on stage since the beginning.
We did this on a strict deadline so we could submit it to a C-SPAN competition. And then we each won $34 for it. We did not actually win a C-SPAN award, but they had a separate behind-the-scenes photos contest, which we did win.
Woo, $34.
Woo, $34!
$34.
But at least we got SLAMMYS for it, so whatever.
I was gonna say this trophy is worth more than $34 to me, but honestly I'm poor, so I don't know if that's true. However, I'm happy about having this trophy. Now I have two. Thanks, Dustin, for the first one. That was like totally him for the first one. All right, thank you.
Next, presenting Best Experimental Video, Jasmine Delgadillo and Connie Simswanko.
Okay. Hi, my name's Connie.
And I'm Jasmine.
And these are the nominees for Best Experimental Film. Hold up, where is it? Girl.
Oh, right here. All right. First, we have Guillermo Gonzalez and Andrew Masai.
For using AI to write a short film.
We have Jasmine Leal.
For brushstrokes.
We have Katie Schnur, Alden Weezer, and Mateo Lopez.
For bereavement duet.
And the winner is...
Drum roll, please. Come on. I need more. Okay, hold your horses. Hold them, please. Thank you. Okay.
You guys ready? Ready? Right. And the winner is... Jasmine Leah for Fresh
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
I spend a lot of time thinking about the future. I noticed that as soon as I left my house this morning, and I stopped for a moment, and I was like, whoa! I've been thinking in future tense since yesterday non-stop. That's a whole lot of time thinking about things that haven't happened yet. And a minute right after, I was back to thinking about the people that I haven't talked to yet or haven't seen yet, and I will have seen by tomorrow. The anxiety that comes with going on a trip is heavy, but kind of intriguing. I'm really lucky I'm getting to go on this trip in the first place. You know, a couple hours from now on, I'll be in the place I grew up in. I left it to go somewhere where I didn't really fit in, but now that I'll be back here, I don't feel like I belong here completely. It's a feeling that's hard to describe, but while I'm here, I'll try to live here like I never really left it. Just enjoy it, man. Enjoy yourself.
Son mi corazón. Te lo dije bien clarito. Permanece a la escucha. Permanece a la escucha.
12 de la noche en La Habana, Cuba.
11 de la noche en San Salvador, El Salvador.
11 de la noche en Managua, Nicaragua.
Me gustan los aviones, me gustas tú. Me gusta viajar, me gustas tú. Me gusta la mañana, me gustas tú. Me gusta el viento, me gustas tú. Me gusta soñar, me gustas tú. Me gusta la mar, me gustas tú. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Je ne sais pas. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Je ne sais plus. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Je suis perdu. ¿Qué horas son, mi corazón? Me gustas tú, me gusta la vecina, me gustas tú, me gusta su cocina, me gustas tú.
The most valuable part to me about this whole trip was getting to connect with the people around me while I could. And even if it was as simple as having a conversation like the one I had with Roy about paint strokes, I think hearing other people's insight is really cool. Because who knows, maybe they might say something at some point that'll just stick to your head for a lifetime. You never know. But yeah, I think you should hear the conversation I had with Roy about paint strokes.
Hey Jazz, sharing these ideas about my brushstrokes is a lot of fun. I think the one word that comes to mind is gesture, which is physical movement in a particular moment in time, right? Archaeologists have discovered children's footprints in petrified stone, and you know that those footprints were made at a very particular, in a particular minute in time, 30,000 years ago, 40,000 years ago, whatever. And it's so fascinating because of the fact that it's a gesture, a physical thing that happened, and then it's made into a document, something that's permanent and long-lasting. Another aspect of the my brushstrokes that I like is that it's brushstrokes. I think are the basic building block of painting. There's nothing more basic. It's sort of what the word is to a novelist, or what a brick is to a bricklayer. Where would they be? Where would a novelist be without the word? So For me, a brushstroke freezes my movement and intention in time. It becomes a document, and then I just present it as a painting. This is so fun to share it with you, and I certainly hope that we'll share lots more insights in the future. Not just mine, but yours too.
Whoa. Hey guys. Oh man. Ugh. I made that video just thinking like, oh, it's a cute little thing. I hope someone like appreciates it, but no, like all of you saw it, so I hope you did. Yeah, thank you. I didn't think I'd be up here like right now. That's crazy. Yeah. Thanks.
Next up is Michelle Castillo and Dusty Gasper introducing Best Narrative Video.
Hey, good. Okay. The nominees for Best Narrative Video are
In Dreams by Awana Parks and Guillermo Gonzalez.
Family Ties, Martin Carrillo, Adam Jawash, Waylon Sitchin, and Theo Forsberg.
Mr. Ghost by Andrea Fabian, Fatima Morales, and Mateo Garcia.
And the final act, Lola Probasco, Ava Probasco, Sutton Woodward, and Martin Keynes.
And the winner. Say
Oh my God! What the dude?
So,
The winner is...
and the winner is
The final act!
final act!
Come here.
I still can't believe that's me on the screen.
And I can't believe you got an award for it.
Relax, Daniel. This is our movie. We all did our part.
You know, the woods are less scary when you have full crew and catering.
Shh! Pay attention.
You don't have to do this.
I should have done this a long time ago.
This is such an honor, truly. Thank you all for being on this incredible journey with me.
Yeah, but some of us were more part of it than others.
Daniel, you're jealous of your showing.
I mean, you know what to say. Every party needs a pooper, alright?
Enough of that. Let's have a toast.
To Eleanor's award and the incredible sets that made her shine.
And to all the incredible memories we made along the way.
To the friendships we made and the art we created.
Friends? Here's to my so-called friends who like to stand in the spotlight while the others are in the shadows. Cheers, guys!
Oh, please, Daniel. We all worked hard for this. It's not your fault that you couldn't outshine Eleanor.
Yeah, Daniel, maybe you should have spent a little more time on your acting and less time pouting in your trailer.
Alright, that's enough. Daniel, you're a good actor, but you got to admit, Eleanor is...
Naturally talented! Naturally talented? More like a director's pet.
Excuse me, I earned this reward through hard work, not by playing favorites.
Hey, this is argument make great script material.
Everyone, please, can we just enjoy this night? We all worked hard for it. Let's not spoil it.
You're right, Abigail. Let's do something fun. How about a game of cards? Right, everyone?
Yeah. a poker face like Daniel does on set.
You're so right. Whoa! That's just a prop, right? You think you're so clever, don't you? This was supposed to be my big movie!
Daniel, please put the gun down.
Are you serious? At our party?
You're out of your mind. Well, this escalated quickly. Daniel, we're all here together as friends. Just please put the gun down.
Eleanor!
Hold it.
Please, man, you don't have to do this.
You took everything from me. This is the only way.
Daniel? Eleanor? Where are you?
You don't really think he shot her, do you? I don't know, but we have to find them.
Guys. Whoa, I heard gunshots. This way.
Oh my god.
Abigail! She shot Eleanor!
What have you done? Abigail, how could you? They got what they deserved. I did everything for this film, but no one appreciated me, did they?
I never realized.
Don't you start no stuff, and there won't be no stuff.
I still can't believe that's me on
Don't
screen.
you start your bluff, and you won't be treated rough. You seems to be a mellow freak. You get down wrong, you'll go to jail.
Pick up your SLAMMYS.
Hi, I just want to say thank you to everyone who helped with this film, especially Raul, Caleb, Alasia, and Andre.
This was very difficult. There was a lot of issues, but it was very fun to make.
Yeah, it was a really, really big production, so I'm really glad about how it turned out.
I want to say that doing a film like this really shows that like what you make, if you put time and effort and blood and sweat and tears, that can pull off. You heard me. But yeah, so I want to say that like look at this as like a learning opportunity that like when you work hard for something that it actually pays off. Thank you.
What are we hitting you witty at the SLAMMYS? What the? One moment. Next is Vanny Laguna and Ducky Kitangi showing the Joel Ramirez Award for Best Comedy.
Hi guys, I'm Vanny.
And I am Ducky Katangi. I'm so sorry.
and we're presenting the Joel Ramirez Comedy Award. Oh fuck, where is it? Are you...
Okay, go ahead.
The nominees are Swagger and Six Spaghetti by Alana Parks and Artie Hanna.
Spouse Be Gone by Priscilla Opara.
Do You NPC Me by Mateo Garcia, Fatima Morales, and Isabella Perez.
And Fuzzy Dice by Reed Noberto, Connie Simswanko, and Jasmine Leal.
And the winner... The winner for comedy is, can I get a drum roll, please? Help me open it, help me open it.
Oh, girl, you ripped it.
Open it. Oh.
You want to read it or should I?
I don't care. Fuzzy Dicey!
Don't you think this is boring? Following driving laws? Need a little spice? I introduce you and you only, Fuzzy Dice! With 3 different colors to choose from, we have Milky White, Midnight Drive, and Boiled Milky White. It adds flavor into your boring life. Instead of being the law-abiding, boring citizen. Don't believe me? Insulting. But here are some of our customer statements. Woo! Take it away, you handsome devil.
Stop it. We're here with
Alice.
Alex. What would you rate your experience with our product?
Well, my experience with the dice is definitely exciting. I pee a little bit, but I guess I'll live.
How about you little doll face?
Terrible. Terribly amazing.
We're here with Barry. What do you think of the dice hot shot? You heard it from Mr. Cuddles, folks. Right here.
Boy, do these suck. Customers are unbearable. But to show that I'm not yanking your chain, here's me testing it out. You're never too late. You're never too cheap. 5 fuzzy dice.
Fuzzy Dice is not responsible for any side effects caused by the use of our product. Side effects may include but are not limited to mild headache, nausea, vomiting, death, dizziness, dysentery. In need of insurance aid, contact Sultan Pepper Insurance.
5 fuzzy dice.
Hi, cuties.
Hi. Are you okay? Jackie.
Oh, Jackie.
There's only one person or someone I'd like to thank, and they start with a G. Garfield. Can we get an amen? Yeah! Garfield.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Reed. You're like one of the coolest people I know. Don't do that to me. Okay, thank you, everyone. Thanks.
spicing it up a little, I had to go through the other side. That was the final award, so can we get another round of applause for everybody? You all did an incredible job, whether you won, whether you submitted or not. I think everyone in here has a right to be proud of themselves for how far you've come this year, whether it's a small amount or whether it's a large, insane, incredible amount. Geo. Then I think no matter what, you have a right to be proud of yourself, and congratulations. It has been one hell of a year trying to run this academy, and it's an experience I will probably never forget. So, I wish I could say that it was perfect and that it was very easy for me, but in reality it wasn't, and it absolutely would not have been possible without every single person in this academy having my back at all times. Thank you to Mr. Farley for letting me get away with doing almost nothing this year. Thank you to Mr. Tobin for teaching the only interesting history class I've ever been in. Thank you to Mrs. Farley for making me appreciate books that I don't entirely like. Thank you to Ms. Sinnott for letting me know books that I don't like at all. Thank you to Ms. M for constantly indulging my god-awful jokes. You weren't supposed to cheer at that one. You were supposed to make me feel better. Hey, well now don't pity me. Thank you to Aaliyah for engaging in every single one of my bad ideas. Thank you to Mateo for not stealing all of the SLAM funds because he probably had the easiest access. Thank you to Felix for being very good at organizing things that I didn't tell him about in a reasonable time. Thank you to Kaylee for laughing at all of my jokes in history, even when they weren't funny. And, that raised my ego, but thank you to Michelle for constantly destroying it at every possible interval. Thank you to Alana for putting me in Swaggart, one of my favorite videos ever that I've made. Thank you to Ernesto for putting me in one of the absolutely worst managed films I've ever been in, worst planned. Thank you to Gio for being way better at animating than me, which crushed my spirit, despite the fact that he's so much younger than me. Thank you to Andrea for taking all of my food all the time, and I hope she remembers to bring that box of goldfish she promised last year. Yeah, I will. Thank you to Katie for encouraging me to learn how to do the worm. Thank you to Connie for reminding me that I am not above being bullied. Thank you to Marvin for doing a t-shirt so I didn't have to do that much work. Thank you to Soleil for telling me to not pick anyone annoying as the MC. I hope I met your expectations. Thank you to Yachi for making me wish I had the guts to rob you because you have way more money than you deserve. Thank you to James for losing to me at chess that one time. Felt very good. Thank you to the seniors for making me feel good about being lazy because most of you are somehow worse than me. Thank you for the juniors for probably being the only reason I got to be president because so many of you voted for me. Thank you to the sophomores for being better than me at pretty much everything. I don't like any of you for that. And finally, thank you to Dustin for being one of the only cool short men I've ever met. Unfortunately, that does not change the fact that he's like 5'4" and always will be. Overall, I completely loved being in this academy, and it's a shame to see it go, especially losing my presidency. Hey. See, what did I say about the bullying? But thank you, Slam, for giving me one of the best years of my whole life.
Hey! How was the SLAMMYS? Oh, no, louder! How was the SLAMMYS? That was pretty good. Louder! I need y'all energy. Oh my god, y'all suck. Louder! Oh my god. Thank you! Let's go!
I don't need you, baby, I don't need you. I don't need you, baby, I don't need you. I don't need you, baby, I don't need you. I don't need you, but baby, do I miss you? I don't need you, baby, I don't need you. I don't need you, baby, I don't need you. I don't need you, baby, I don't need you. I don't need you, baby, do I miss you?
Life borrowed time, your eyes so divine. You're the in my life, special client. Listen to around the corner, watch your stars align. Got me high, airline, living on cloud 9. Feeling like a Disney star, I'ma let it shine. Let it rain, my eyes dreaming water, let it bang, let it rain. Hot like a sauna on the game. Missing you, lots of lots, baby, say my name.
It's lasted long and a tragic Notre Dame.
You can scream my name, she not with no lame. Can't deal with emotions, no more everything the same. But so much fun, no aim, watch you use your name. Eye for an eye, no reply. Got me peeking from the sky. I'll be reaching for the light. I'm on borrowed time. I'll be reaching for the light. I'm on borrowed time. I'll be reaching for the light. I'm on borrowed time.
That was good. Alright, I need all your energy. Stand up! Stand up! Hands in the air, flashlights, everyone stand up. I don't care. Let's get high, let's get high. Everyone stand up. Steven, stand up. Everyone stand up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't need you, baby, I don't need you. I don't need you, baby, I don't need you. I don't need you, baby, I don't need you. I don't need you, but baby, do I miss you? I don't need you, baby, I don't need you. I don't need you, baby, I don't need you. I don't need you, baby, I don't need you. I don't need you, but baby, do I miss you?
I don't need you, baby, I don't need you.
How y'all feeling today?
I don't need you, baby, I don't need you.
Y'all ready for the next song? Louder! Are y'all ready for the next song? I am Shakira. What?
2023 and I still feel the same, yeah. 2023, still not wake up when I'm lame, yeah. 2023, these two people on my gang. Also popping up, looking like a shooting range, yeah. 2023 and I still feel the same, yeah. 2023, still not messing with no lame, yeah. 2023, these two people on my gang, yeah. Also popping up, looking like a shooting range.
What?
Get my angles right. I done grew up right up off that satellite. Only 17, but I'm in your top 3. Got the whole thing going like a Boston tree. Got up in my rent, in my dues, in my beats. I can't hear the whistle, please stop talking to me, please. Face caked up, baby, don't play up a front. While you're all up in there acting like the only one. Flexing up, noodle arms, I'm putting up the lie, I know I'm fine. But just like a tide, baby, fresh like tide. Drink to feel alive, dripping up, send the flight, baby, pick a side. Flexing up, noodle arms, I'm putting up the lie, I know I'm fine. But just like a tide, baby, fresh like tide. Drink to feel alive, dripping up, send the flight, baby, pick a side. 2023, and I feel the same. 2023, till I wake up with no leg. 2023, these people not on my gang. Bout to poppin' up, looking like a shooting range. 2023, and I still feel the same. 2023, till I wake up with no leg. 2023, these people not on my gang. Bout to poppin' up, looking like a shooting range.
seniors right now. All the seniors come up to the right now. It's not a question, it's a demand. Everyone get up. C, Michelle, James, every senior get up right. Go on the right side, left side, right now. Everyone get up. I was forced to say this. I was forced to say this. Oh, I was forced to say this, everyone. Come up to the left right now. All the seniors, all the SLAM students come up to the left right now. All the SLAM seniors, I'm so sorry. Artie.
There's a lot of people.
Artie, say something.
There are so many people. Only the seniors. Only the seniors. Only the seniors. Only the seniors. Yeah, well, Dustin's a bit silly. Everybody knows that. Only the seniors. Only SLAM seniors.
Dustin made a mistake when he said SLAM students. He meant specifically SLAM seniors. If you are not a SLAM senior specifically, please sit down. That includes SLAM students that are not seniors and seniors who are not SLAM students. Was I clear enough?
I gave the mic to Artie. Artie. End it off. End it off.
Okay. Yeah, get a bit more on stage. Let me get over here. Yeah, but I wasn't so tired. I was just told, hey, if we sit on stage, it's gonna be emotional. Yeah, James. Yes. No, let's not put James in the front. He's too tall for that. Okay. This is class of 2023, huh? Is this every single one of us? Every single one that showed up? No. How do you guys feel? How do you guys?
Favorite president of all time.
This is our last big event, and I don't know how to feel. I guess I feel I'm not a very serious person. I never speak seriously, but I feel like this is the end of the world for me, I guess. This is something that I was dreading, I guess, as much as I was so excited for the SLAMMYS that it was the only thing I've ever taken notes on that I didn't have to. But this is something else. I never ever wanted this to end, right? I wanted to come here every single day. This is the only reason I ever cared about high school. And I never ever say this to anybody, but I think I love you guys.
Everyone off the stage now.
Can you turn the lights on?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Can you turn the lights on down here on the stage?
I should say yes.